Just Mitchin. I am the one, the only Mitchy. I'm here today with the fabulous Keenan Le Barbecue Lebreck. How you doing, brother? And I just having issues. Internet problems.
Just no, I'm just getting through life with a hope and a prayer.
You're laggy. I'm used to this. I play video games with this kid all the time, and he's always laggy. His mom said the internet company's coming to fix it, but it hasn't happened yet. Looks like you have dial-up.
No, the internet companies are very unreliable.
Yeah, it shows.
Sorry. We'll get through it.
So I don't know, so I can see messages and people come in, say hello. I'm bad at checking that. Boom, there we go. So yeah, we really don't know what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go over some things. It was more like last second. I've been really bad with the podcast. So this little mofo was like, yo, you need to get on and do something with it. And he's like, let's just get on right now. And I was like, I'm laying down on my new couch in my room because I'm lazy. And so now we're here chilling. I'm about to jump on a break. Keenan's picking his teeth. What, you got some food in there or something?
Bro.
What?
You're calling me nasty? There's a jumbo cup of milk back there.
What, there's a cup of what back? Is there something behind me? Wait, I gotta look. I have my screen minimized.
There's a jumbo McDonald's cup back there, and you're calling me nasty.
Can't see shit, bro.
Yeah, look, all I have is this beautiful cup of Kool-Aid.
Beautiful cup of Kool-Aid. You should be drinking that
because I'm white.
Yeah, you should be drinking that in a dugout mug. Because they're delicious to drink out.
I don't know, man. I'm a little strapped on cash right now. Is there any codes?
No, there is not a code, but I think there's a code for Bat 30 right now.
If you strapped on cash.
Bat 30 for MLB logos, I think that's what they're running right now. But there isn't a Just Mitchin code. But if you go to dugoutmugs.com/Mitchin, it helps me out, helps us support the channel and get all the cool stuff that we try to do that we never end up doing. But let's talk about some sports. I don't know where you want to start. Do you want to start with the NFL? Do you want to start with baseball? You want to start with some puck? I mean, you're the guest. You go, and I'll catch up.
I mean, there's a lot more football to talk about. I think we should probably start there.
Let's talk about the NFL. Let's talk about what is this? Yes, COVID has impacted NFL game. 10 big on-field changes. Don't care. Did you see Monday night's game at all? I mean, we were hanging out, so I doubt you saw. Excited to catch all of it.
When was that again? Was that
the Browns Ravens game? Last night's game.
The Browns and the Ravens, yeah.
Yeah, the Monday night game.
No, I just saw the highlights about how crazy it was.
Yeah, that's what I saw. The highlights were nuts. Poor Trace McSorley gets hurt. Trace McSorley. I don't know how that song goes. But he gets
Throw
banged.
It on. Like, y'all ain't even trying.
Yeah, he gets banged up. Hurts his knee. I definitely felt bad for that. Because that's a brutal thing to have happen to you. And then Lamar Jackson, he said he was having cramps. I thought he was taking a shit. He comes back, leads him to the comeback. I feel bad for Baker, but his Browns team is 9-3, which I'm shocked how good this it's weird to see a Cleveland team be good, and it's weird because Baker Mayfield was terrible last year, and now he's back to being the guy that we totally thought he could be. What did he go? He went 28-47, 343 yards with 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson had 2 touchdowns, but he ran for 124 yards. That's nuts. I wish I watched that game. We were busy playing Project Cars 2, and I think everybody but me and Joel did not get pissed off at the game last night.
apples to oranges, right? Like you just got to agree to disagree
Disagree,
sometimes, and
disagree. Yeah, it's because you keep crashing everybody. And I
no,
learned
yeah,
that you can cut corners and cheat, so it's awesome.
yeah. See, it's not cool. You're
You
just a
gotta tell
cheat
your sister to
with a
stop it.
giant McDonald's soda.
You know what? That McDonald's needs to sponsor me. My family literally eats there way too much, and I think I'm the only person who's losing weight by eating McDonald's. But tonight we're having Burger King. Apparently, what happens is my mom got her knee replaced. So with her knee being replaced, she can't cook dinner, and she doesn't trust me to cook dinner anymore. So now that's just how it goes. I mean, what'd you have for
Wait,
dinner?
wait, why not? I had pasta.
Pasta. Because she just hasn't gone. She hasn't gone to the store.
Hmm.
We haven't gone to the store in like 3.5 weeks. Like we're
Another.
like running out of food. Like it's getting dry.
Hmm.
But the other games, I mean, that one was great. I'm sad I missed it. I'm looking at some of the scores. Bills beat the Steelers. Didn't watch that. I watched some of the Washington 49ers game because that was on my TV while the Packers were on the laptop. I don't understand why the 49ers and Washington, both teams under 500, are on the freaking on the West Coast Fox, and the Packers, who are nine, what are they, 10-3 now? Are not on versus a divisional rival of all places. But nope. We have to watch the piss poor San Francisco 49ers. Um, yeah, I was not happy about that. But Green Bay looked good. They scored in every quarter. Aaron Rodgers had 3 touchdowns. Ah, that's good. He actually had 4. He threw for three touchdowns and ran one in. Devontae Adams had another touchdown, caught another touchdown pass. I think that's 8 in a row. 8 games in a row that Devontae Adams has had a touchdown, has caught a touchdown pass.
Yeah, he had a be hotter, but
But you're breaking in and out again,
no.
dude.
I still think D Hopkins is better than Devontae Adams,
D
though.
Hopkins is not better than Devontae Adams. The
Personally,
only person that can compete with Devontae Adams right now is Tyreek Hill, and I don't even think that because everybody's argument right now is, oh, is Patrick Mahomes the MVP or is it Aaron Rodgers? It's fucking Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry to say that, but freaking Mahomes threw 3
well, yeah.
interceptions the other night. He threw 3 interceptions against Miami. Aaron Rodgers has thrown 3 interceptions all year. And the last time he threw a pick was against freaking
I definitely
Minnesota.
agree.
What? Dude.
I definitely agree. Aaron Rodgers is MVP.
Yeah. You should agree because I tell you all the time. I mean, and I am a genius, so agree with the genius, dude. You're frozen on my
Do you agree?
screen. Oh, you disappeared. I lost your visual. Oh, Keenan's having technical difficulties, so I'll go off on some more things I watched that I liked.
So,
oh, you're back.
wait. Can Zoom? Oh yeah, okay. Zoom can be downloaded on my phone. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna download something on my phone real quick to see if I can get better connection off of there.
All right, perfect. I'll go off on some other stuff while you're figuring that out. This kid has always the worst internet, I swear, and he can hear me right now because he's still here. But it drives me nuts. It literally does. It's probably because somebody's microwaving food. It's at Northern Canada messed up Wi-Fi. Anyways, while he's fixing that, the Bears look tough against the Texans. Green Bay sees them in a couple of weeks. Oh, at the end of season, week 17. I'm not nervous. What Aaron Rodgers did to him last time, I think it'll happen again. There's a few blowouts. Cowboys blew out the Bengals. I think everybody saw that. The Bengals are pretty much hoping the Jets win 2 games so they can get the first overall pick, but they don't really need it because they have Joe Burrow. Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes looked rough. 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. I wasn't too excited with how Patrick Mahomes played. They still pulled off the win and had the comeback. I was really disappointed that the Dolphins weren't playing as well as they should have. I mean, Tua is still developing into a better quarterback, but to give up 14 points in the second, 16 points in the third for the Dolphins is just unacceptable. I mean, they tried to rally back in the fourth with 17 points, but it just did not work out. The Giants are a dumpster fire. They lost to the Cardinals. I mean, most of you guys already know this. I'm just going through scores that I see that I liked. Buccaneers beat Vikings. Who does Green Bay have this next week? Carolina. I'm not worried. Carolina is a dumpster fire as well, in my opinion. Is Teddy Bridgewater still playing? No, they lost to the Broncos. They lost to the piss poor Broncos, who don't even know who their quarterback is. Oh, there we Keenan. I'm solo. God, I'm good looking. I'm such a fucking cocky prick. Anyways, what else can I talk? Oh, he went back in. You back in? Is this off your phone? Can't tell if he's blinking or not. Hold on.
Like how I want to do anything, there's always 1,000 people making it.
That's usually what happens. Is your Xbox like downloading? Oh man, he's having all kinds of internet issues. But anyways, so while he's figuring that out and I was on my phone, because I'm always on my phone because I can't live without it, Colts blew out the Raiders. That Colts team's looking fantastic. Jonathan Taylor running all up and down the Raiders like they were nothing. And then, I think Green Bay is going to do really well this week. I'll talk about that more if we do another podcast episode coming up. I don't know what's in schedule. If we're going to do an episode on Friday, we've been meaning to. It just hasn't been happening. But there's a lot of great sports coming up. NBA starting its preseason, about to get into the season around Christmas. So a week away from that. Clemson versus Notre Dame. I'm excited for that rematch. Trevor Lawrence is going to be back. He's going to be playing it. We're going to see it at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Ooh, I'm pumped. I take Notre Dame every day on this game, just because I am a Notre Dame fan, diehard Notre Dame fan. Trevor Lawrence is a beast. Don't get me wrong. And it's unfortunate that he's missed games, but Ian Book looks unstoppable out there right now. I mean, I gotta let him back in. Mr. Book looks good. Lay Barbecue, what's up, buddy? You want to go down just a little bit? Oh no, that's your palm. Hola. Bonjour. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good to go.
Oh, look, it works much better. Like, can you go like a little like lower? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That looks better. Otherwise, it looked like we're looking up at you, and that feels like I'm looking up at you to talk. I'm talking about. I jumped from the NFL because I'm all over the place. I was looking at because it popped up on my thing, the Clemson Notre Dame game. I'm really excited for that this weekend. Trevor Lawrence will be back because he did not play the last time, and that's the big thing. It was double or triple overtime last time they played. Notre Dame pulled it out of their ass for the win, and everybody's saying that it was double overtime. That if Trevor Lawrence was there, Notre Dame wouldn't have won. All right, no, their backup quarterback, that game threw for 454 yards. I'm sorry, I don't think Trevor Lawrence could do any better than that.
I don't think so, honestly. Like, I think it's an easy way. I think it's an easy excuse to make for them losing.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be a tough game for Notre Dame, and especially that Lawrence is back. Clemson, I think, is overall the better football team on paper. They're averaging 46 points a game. Notre Dame's 37 points a game. Their defenses are right around the same. Total yards, Clemson leads. Notre Dame's the more balanced team. Right now I'm looking at the match predictor. 70% of people are saying Clemson. I just don't see it. I think we're going to see another game that if it doesn't go into overtime, it's going to be won by a field goal.
Oh yeah, I would definitely. I'd see it being really close too, or maybe it'll be some kind of costly mistake that one of the teams makes that results in.
Yeah, it's going to be something. It's going to be a game played by inches. Like everyone, yeah, like you said, it's going to come up to a mistake and who screws up and who not. What's the other championship games? Oregon, USC. I think I don't even care about the Pac-12 because here's the thing: Oregon's 3-2, which they moved in. They bumped Washington out to put Oregon in, and then USC is 5-0. It's kind of cool to see that. The one thing I was just watching because it just came out with the college football community rankings, and USC's 13, but Ohio State's ranked number 4, which they have the same record. Oh.
Yeah, but at the start of the year, wasn't Ohio State ranked a lot higher?
Yeah, they're ranked like 1 or 2. I can't remember. And I get that. I definitely get that plays in fact. I don't like a team that Ohio State's going to beat Northwestern. I don't see I'm sorry, Northwestern fans. I just don't see it happening. Ohio State team is one of the better teams in the country, but to only win 6 games, then you get an automatic. Then you go into college football playoff. So you go 8-0 and you're the national champions, which Notre Dame will have to go 12-0 or 13-0. I don't think that is as fair. But it'll be fun to, yeah. And then you got Oklahoma versus Iowa State. I don't like that there's 2-win teams ahead of teams like Cincinnati or Coastal Carolina who haven't lost. If there was any year for in Florida's ahead of them too. That's another 2-win team. If this was a year for an undefeated team like Cincinnati or Coastal Carolina to get in, this is the year, and it's not happening, which is pissing me off. Do you have any input on that?
Definitely would. It's just like thing is like they're obviously both undefeated, but if you put them in like drop them in like another conference, would they be undefeated? That's the question.
Probably not, but I mean, it's still football. Any given day, I think Cincinnati could beat a Notre Dame or, I just said Notre Dame. I mean, a Notre Dame and Alabama. It can happen. And I think if you've played every game this season, and you've done the protocols, and you've done everything that this 2020 COVID season has, I think you should have the chance. I at least have the chance to not even be considered. I think is bullshit. But it's also a money thing too.
Tough situation too
it's a money thing too.
Right.
Let's be completely honest. That's why Ohio State is given the chance. Not that just they're one of the better teams in the NFL. It's coming down to the point that it's money. That Ohio State brings money. Cincinnati and Coastal Carolina don't bring money. But I'm gonna switch over. We're gonna have a shorter podcast because my food just got here, and this is not as planned. But I want to talk about 2 big things, actually 3 big things, and then get us out of here. How are you feeling about the Cleveland Indians name change?
I think it's brutal.
You're cutting in and out.
It's like, oh my God, good.
Kind of.
Anyways, I think it's brutal. It's not like they just picked the name yesterday. It's been around for over 100 years.
105.
Right. I think it's brutal, along with all.
I mean, because most people don't know if they looked at you, they just see a white kid. You are native. You are soon to be card carrying, correct? Is it offensive to you?
No.
No, exactly. I mean, I'm not card carrying. I have native genes, which I mean, I know those are 2 different things, but I don't find this name offensive. Washington Redskins, is that an offensive name? There's arguments to yes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there and say, yeah, it's offensive because we've already decided. Saying Indians is offensive, it's not. There's nothing offensive to the name Indians. Chief Wahoo, the logo that they use for years, offensive. Sure, it is. But why are we racing 105 years of history? Of history. Because a minority group, and I'm not saying that Native Americans are a minority. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the minority group of the people that threw a fit, which are mostly white liberals just put in there telling people how to live, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I'm not happy with it. You're getting rid of history. What are they going to be called? The Cleveland Spiders is one of the team I'm seeing. You can't be the Cleveland Rockers, even though they have the Rockers Hall of Fame, because you'll have the Colorado Rockies.
The Cleveland baseball team.
Yeah, just like we have the Washington football team and the Edmonton football team. Talking about the formerly known Eskimos, which is that is a group of people. That is not a racist term. I feel like we're just,
but
as both countries have already like really not treated Native Americans well. I think we're treating them worse by getting rid of this history. Like, what's next? Are we going to get rid of the Braves? Are we going to get rid of the Blackhawks? Like, I mean,
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. What's another name? My dad made a joke. He's like, "What are the Fighting Irish going to be out next?" Because the leprechaun's offensive. The short Irish people. Like, I don't know where we are. Like, why we're living in this sensitive culture. Like, they asked for Chief Wahoo to go so that it went. And I think really I saw this. It came down to a money thing too. Like, when your brand is being put in negative light, I understand why you make the change. Because you need it to happen due to the fact that like it's that that it's financially hurting you. It is what it is. The other thing I found interesting was congratulations, and I'm not being sarcastic about this because some of the things I'm going to be bringing up in my next point. Sarah Fuller's first ever women to, well, I think just play in an NCAA men's football game, let alone score a point. Yeah, she kicked an extra point. It was very low.
Power 5.
I'm not going to say I could have kicked it better because I probably couldn't. She's worked really hard for that position.
Those players, too, look like they weren't even trying.
No, that's the thing. Is like they don't look like they're trying that hard. And for her to win Player of the Week after Buffalo's running back runs for 8 touchdowns, I think that's a slap in the face and disgrace to him and the sport in general. Yeah. She kicked an extra point. Is it a big milestone? Yes.
But when she got Player of the Week there, that was the week that she kicked the 27-yard kickoff.
Field goal? You mean?
Because no, she kicked it off, and the ball went 27 yards.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that was like a couple weeks ago, and then this past weekend, I believe she scored the extra point against
this
Tennessee,
past weekend. Maybe? Yeah, she scored the extra point. I'm gonna sound like a dick here, and I don't know how many people are. I don't think anybody's watching, but some people will listen. I feel like we are making this a big deal, and it's almost to be made as a joke. When I hear somebody kicks a 27-yard kickoff, a 5th grader can do that. Like, am I happy that a woman is trying to compete in a men's sport? Yeah, but is she really competing? Or yeah, nothing. We can't hear you. We've lost Keenan. So anyways, it's just frustrating. It's definitely one of those things where I'm just like, I'm excited that we're seeing something like this, but at the same time, it's almost a joke. She's not competing. Are you talking? I can't even tell. Yeah, I mean, that sounds really mean, but she's not competing. It's if she's hitting 50-yard field goals and she's like competing with the men, I'm all for it, but she's not. It's like nobody wants to say it, so I will. It's almost like it's a sideshow. It's a circus. It's something to get attention. Is it really cool that it's happening and empowering? Yeah, but at the same time, it's pathetic in the way that we're putting it up there. And I know that sounds really harsh. I'm going to get a lot of backlash for that, but it is. I mean, if if a man kicked a 26-yard kickoff or barely kicked a extra point, he wouldn't be a college athlete. This is all just because of equality or whatnot you want to say. Probably crossing multiple lines with what I'm saying. I don't really give a shit. I'm unfiltered. I say what I want
I,
to say. Are you trying to talk? I can't even tell. Like if you're having so much internet issues, I feel bad. I wish people would be able to hear.
yeah.
And then we got the NHL season. Oh. Are you back? You're just having all kinds of internet issues, aren't you, pal?
It's kind of bad.
It's all good. It's all good, man. You know what? Let's stop there. Let's call it there for today. I mean, on such a dark note, talking about that. Just because you're having internet issues, it's good. Quick 30-minute show. We haven't been on in a while. We'll be back Friday. I'm saying it now. Keenan will be back with me. Abe is going to be MIA for a while. He's dealing with some personal issues. Hopefully one day he'll be back. But so far, now Keenan's the new co-host on Just Mitchin. I'm going to get the hell out of here. Keenan's going to get the hell out of here. And we will be back Friday, December, I don't know, 19th? 18th. Friday, December 18th. Keenan is logging off, logging on, trying to stay on, trying his internet. But we're out of here, guys. Have a good one. Keenan, I'll call you in a bit.